In 2004, there was this little movie called The Passion of the Christ. Does anyone remember that movie? You know, the little indie film that made over $600 million worldwide and still holds the #1 spot in North America for highest grossing R-rated film, despite nearly 2 decades of ticket price inflations fighting against it. My point being is that this independently financed film that should have been a financial failure is actually to this day one of the most successful movies in history. And there are multiple reasons why. The film is a true work of art. The storytelling, the emotion, the practical sets and effects, the cinematography, and so many other reasons that the film became a sensation. But beyond the reason for its success, there was one reason that the movie works so well. Why it has been acclaimed by more than just Christians, and why the movie connects with Christians and unbelievers alike. One of my favorite films of all time, and in my opinion one of the best, is Spider-Man 2, and the biggest strength of Spider-Man 2 also happens to be the biggest strength in The Passion of the Christ. What these movies do so well is beating our heroes down, beating them to a pulp. There is something about watching someone you care about getting hurt that makes you care about them more. And it only takes about 10 minutes in The Passion of the Christ for Jesus to get beaten and bruised. Now, The Passion is a rare, extreme case of this in film, and it definitely is not for everyone. Not everyone can stand watching a man get beat up and tortured for 2 hours straight, but for those of us who can watch it, there is something about the pain that just makes us care. The pain alone isn't entirely what makes us care about Jesus. It is the combination of pain and innocence. Within a matter of minutes, we are showed a terrified Jesus who is being betrayed. We are led to understand that he is innocent through the guilt of other characters and flashbacks that show us that he is a good person. The final piece that attaches us to who Jesus is that despite enduring the pain, he always chooses to keep fighting on and show love. He heals the same guard who is sent to capture and beat him. He gets tortured, but rather than giving up and letting the pain take over him, he stands back up. And rather than cursing the men who are crucifying him, he asks his Father God to forgive them. And the love of Jesus is shown again and again throughout the movie. That love is what allows even a non-Christian to watch this movie and be moved. Even if you don't believe that the story is true, even the slightest thought that someone went through this suffering and through it all continued to be the hero, that is something that people can sympathize with, something that can connect them to the idea of God's love. That thought, that intrigue, can open the door to a miracle in someone's life. This story, The Passion of the Christ, is by far the single most influential, most engaging, most emotional story ever. And what makes this movie a true sensation, not its acclaim, not its profits, but the fact that it was able to convey the reality of what Jesus did out of love for every human on earth. The innocence, the pain, the love are all what connects the story of the Passion of the Christ to the entire world. I give The Passion of the Christ a 94%. Thanks everyone for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to help you be on the lookout for more videos from Luke Filmboss.